Why can't we find one man?
No one wants to find your father's killer more than I. But those responsible killed him and scattered his atoms to the wind.
Well, then I want the DNA from his ashes to prove it.
I've always wanted to try that. This trip was worth it for that alone.
Great. One less black rhino in the world. They're an endangered species.
Oh, yeah? How about... If anybody got a problem with me, step up! Got that, Frenchie?
I don't know if you can fight, Juggernaut. But you are certainly the most clever American I've ever met.
You got that Hey, is that a wisecrack?
The Juggernaut fought the Hulk and walked away. God help us all if he had a brain.
Good point.
Now the Russians all hygienical. Just shove another bottle of vodka in there. Ha!
Juggernaut, Igor is a key part of our plan. So shut up.
Cool.
I'll see what I can do, Igor. The Vandenberg Conference, some years ago. An annual meeting of the world's top economic powers. The kind of get-together that gives conspiracy theorists palpitations. Third world countries aren't normally invited to real meetings like this. That's what the UN is for. A place for the powerless to whine about the white man.
Your Majesty, we'll pay whatever price you set for your goods.
They are not for sale. Until the spiritual advancement of the West catches up to their technological prowess, it would be irresponsible to share our scientific discoveries with you.
I've never met a socialist with a crown on his head before, but I guess there is a first time for everything.
Who gave you permission to use my first name?
I am sorry. I did not mean to offend.
I understand your frustration in dealing with a black man who can't be bought with a truck full of guns, a plane full of blondes, and a Swiss bank account.
Once it was clear there was no deal to be made, my job kicked in. This was not an easy gig.
Why do we have to leave immediately, Father? You said we could go skiing.
Now, this is why we have to leave. The children grow more insolent with each breath of European air.
I knew the glass was bulletproof, but that didn't worry me. The armor-piercing shell would blow right through that. Time for Plan B. I had been waiting beneath the floorboards for a week. I was getting $10 million to kill someone I'd do for free when that piece of debris took out the second in line to the throne. It really distracted the Panther. Then came the most dangerous moment. Right before the kill, when both sides are vulnerable. Anyway, he was slashing my face, and I was about to lose an eye. He had blocked one gun, but the other one was right in position. Although I didn't kill the entire bloodline, my sponsors were grateful. They hid me from the endless searching by Wakandan security forces over the next decade or so.
Hold on. You still had supporters in South Africa even after the regime change? Ah, a destiny fulfilled.
Indeed. After that clawing by the Panther, I was barely alive. But the Belgian government took good care of me. They took my half-dead carcass and experimented on me for close to a decade.
You certainly aren't wasting any time in your new role as King T'Challa.
Ma, there's a lot to do. You've been preparing me for this my whole life.
I just want to make sure you are focusing on all of your duties.
We're closing in on the assassin who killed Father.
There is always a crisis. The world always needs saving. But if you don't find a suitable bride and start a family, you are endangering the royal bloodline.
Oh, I cannot believe you're using this as an excuse to talk about
I
it.
don't need an excuse to tell you what your responsibilities are. I am your mother.
Yes, Mother. You made that very clear.
But it's your choice.
And what was that all about?
In my day, marriages would be arranged. What was wrong with that? Once our Wakandan boy reaches his teenage years, he must go on walkabout. For young Prince T'Challa, that meant walking from one end of Africa to the other and surviving without people knowing his station in life. A young thief tried to rob him of the little money he had. She didn't get away with it, but she got a much greater price. He led her out of the city into the jungle where they were young and free and in love. And they both escaped their past. They may have been a perfect match, but it was not a perfect time. T'Challa returned home to face his destiny. And Aurora came into her own as Storm, the mutant goddess with control of the weather.
You're telling me the guy I'm supposed to seduce is here? If I'm supposed to make a guy forget his vows, I'm going to need to show more skin than this. Why the side door? I thought we were sanctioned by the Pope.
Officially, the Church has not been involved in military operations in several centuries. However, there are branches of the bureaucracy that aren't scared to conduct a holy war.
Are they?
No! All that technology, and they still pray to the panther god. That's why we have to convert Wakanda, no matter what it takes. It can cut through anything.
Wow! Where'd you get him?
The Lord provides. I hope the sight of such a lovely young lady doesn't weaken his resolve to stay pure.
This is a crime that was committed over a decade ago. The trail is ice cold.
Excuses mean nothing to me. Start over. Follow the money. Who benefits from my father's death?
We have a better chance at catching them now than ever before.
Why do you say that?
Because you are king. Whoever did it will come back to finish the job. You don't need to look for them. They will find you.